Hey everybody, I just wanted to take a few minutes and discuss the 5 stages of grief and why it should be important to you. In the 1960s, there was a study done on terminally ill patients and how they emotionally responded to the fact that they were going to die. And from those results, that's how we have received the 5 stages of grief: denial, anger, bargaining, depression, and then finally acceptance. And the reason why these 5 stages are very important to realize and to accept is the fact that we are all going to reach a point where we lose someone or something in our life, and we are going to grieve. And the only way to properly grieve in a healthy way is to realize that these emotions will manifest. And the thing is, it's not like a checklist, like, okay, I've hit denial, okay, now I've hit anger, or you just go down the list. These emotions will hit you in various ways. Instead of looking at it like it's a checklist, it's more like a roller coaster of emotion. One day you're up, one day you're down, one day you feel okay, one day you're back in the beginning, and it seems like it's a never-ending cycle. But when you accept that this is going to happen and these emotions will manifest, it will help you understand that there is going to come a day where you're going to be better, that you will better accept these emotions and accept the loss to be able to grieve in a healthy way. But in order to accept those emotions in our life, to be able to grieve properly, we have to understand each stage. In denial, we have to understand that there's going to come a point where we just push the idea that we have even lost that loved one. Don't be afraid that the very first moment that you go to the funeral or even afterwards, it doesn't even feel real. It seems like it's a made up story. You even go home and maybe you don't even experience the emotions of sadness or depression yet. It hasn't even hit you. That's totally normal. Don't think there's anything wrong with that. But no matter how much we try to push that idea away, there's going to come a point where reality sets in and the dust settles and we understand that our loved one is gone. And that can trigger a lot of emotions, especially the second stage, which is anger. That we become frustrated at ourselves. We're trying to come up with scenarios of how we could have helped them, how we could have been there for them, depending on the situation. Also, we could blame family members and all this stuff, and we become frustrated. And I want to let you know that that's okay to feel that way. That not trying to justify to say that you should stay in that state, but the whole purpose is to understand that these emotions are going to manifest whether you want them to or not, and it is totally normal to be frustrated and to be angry during your time of loss. And once our anger has manifested itself, the frustration that we don't have any control, then another thing comes out of that, which is bargaining, which is understanding that we have no control over this. Trying to ask a higher power, please, if you would just bring my brother back, I'd do anything. That we try to make deals and other things because we're in the understanding that we have no control over this. But we know what we really want. We want our loved one back. But the sad thing is, no matter how much we bargain, no matter how much we try to make deals, there's no way we're going to bring that loved one back to us. And when that sets in, that the frustration of ourselves, the frustration that not even anybody else can bring them back, we go into a state of depression. Almost to a point that people might start looking at you like there's something wrong with you, that maybe you're taking this a little bit too hard, that maybe you need some help. But in reality, when you are so connected to someone you love and you lose them, this is very normal to go through. Not to say or justify that we should stay depressed, but this is going to manifest. These emotions are going to come up, and you need to understand that. So when the time comes, you are better fit and around people that will support you and help you through this time. Because no matter how hard you fight it, all these emotions are going to manifest itself. But eventually, when you are at your lowest point and you are depressed, but you surround yourself with people, you surround yourself with as much positivity as you possibly can, there's going to be a point where you reach a thing called acceptance. Now, acceptance is not the fact that you are just continuously happy now. You're just fine with the death. What acceptance is the fact that you understand that it's not your fault, nobody else's fault. You can't bring them back, nobody else can. It's the fact that they are gone, and that yes, this has affected us, and we are grieving this, and we are going to continually feel all these emotions. That it's not over, that we all have our unique time period for grieving a loss. But it's understanding that it's not that we are moving on from them, that we're forgetting about them, but we decide to move forward with them in our memories and the moments that we were able to share with them, with our family, with our friends, everything that they instilled with us from the very time we met them, whether family or friend. That's what matters in the time of acceptance. Understanding every single emotion and understanding that we are moving on with them and not forgetting about them. So if you have recently experienced a heavy loss, that these emotions are overwhelming you, it's like a wave of emotion day after day, realize that you are normal. This is not, you're not going crazy. This is what everybody experiences. It will be a little bit different. Everybody's a little bit different. It won't be in the exact order. But understand all these emotions will happen. And understand that there is going to be a better day. There's going to be a day and a time where you won't feel completely normal. You won't be completely happy. But you'll be able to say within yourself that I am going to move forward. I'm going to celebrate their life. And I am going to be a better person through this whole grieving process. I hope you and your family got something out of this. Please, before you go, please like this and share it with somebody that needs it. Also, take some time and subscribe to our channel for more upcoming content. And finally, if you need more resources from us, or you would just want to get in contact, please go to thehardingfamilygroup.com, and we'd be so happy to reach you in your time of need.